Hey everyone, Tony D here with another Screenwriter's Rant, another test. So hard to find good trailers. I just found this one. Looks like a very low budget. It's either a 2-minute film or a trailer called The Order. It says teaser trailer, so.
I'm taking you for your word on this one, because my reputation is at stake.
So ours isn't?
Okay, so you can tell this is low budget because first off, this was shot in somebody's living room and they cleared out the furniture and arranged things. And you could see the guy on the upper left is looking off camera, probably at the crew and the director, which he shouldn't be. He should be focused on the action going on at the table. You know, you got a lot of non-actors here. Well, I shouldn't call them non-actors, but like nobody you recognize. Nobody's insanely handsome or beautiful. No offense to any of the actors. I mean, I'm no prize. Okay, so settle down. But I mean, that's kind of what you get in low budget features. You get normal looking people because it's just a bunch of people shooting a movie, which is to their advantage, I think, because it makes the characters look more grounded.
We need to film an order. There is no joke going on right now.
Okay, ladies, put the makeup on. Come on.
Yeah, the sound's not great. The lighting's not great. It looks a little flat. I'm still not quite sure what's going on.
Please listen. Christ died for you. He loves you. He'll give you the desires of your heart.
What is behind that guy? See, this is low budget. Windows on the something, catering to all of life's choices. So that was probably somebody who provided locations for the movie, and they said, "Well, we'll put your sign in the movie."
I don't want to be here.
Well, who said you can't trust the devil? Check his pockets. He was a little short this month.
I'm so happy.
See, that was too quick a cut for what that was. There was too much there to process. Those characters were covered in blood. Obviously, they had done something terrible. We needed to see more.
I know you're happy. You're gonna calm down. Listen to me.
Now these two, they look relatively movie-like. That they look like they could be in a movie, but they're talking over each other. That's bad. That is really bad. You don't want a lot of people talking over each other, especially in a low-budget movie where your audio is only going to be so good.
I understand. I know you know, but I know you know too. We gotta calm down. Listen to me. Calm down. That's it. I know.
Girls, it's okay, girls. Come on, come with me.
I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening here. I can't say it. I don't know if that is an actual murder or that was meant to be like a Halloween scare thing that the characters were in.
Shoot her! Come on, shoot her already. The other girls got away. We can't mess them up.
Oh, okay. So this is some sort of like, you know, people hunting people movie? Man, I didn't get that at all. When they said The Order, I figured it was mob guys. These guys kind of look mobbed up. It's weird.
Come on, kitty, 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 kitty.
This is bullshit. Guys, let's go. There he is. Don't worry,
So,
girl.
I'm Zombie? What is that?
Let them get away with this.
That was a terrible effect. It was awful.
Get the fuck you for these people.
Gonna get them. We're there. Hey,
Ooh, brutal. Come on. The acting is shaky enough. You don't need to do that.
Let's get them.
My clients would like the same order.
Are they like hunting prostitutes and the prostitutes take the weapons and then go after them? I mean, I don't mean to accuse the actresses of looking like prostitutes, but there seems to be an awful lot of women in dresses, in like tight dresses. I mean, they're not bad looking. They could be prostitutes.
Same order.
Are you sure you want the same order, or would you like to double it?
I don't know if you guys can handle this. This is a big order. It's colossal.
So you shouldn't do stunts unless you could really do stunts. It's really hard, and believe me, I'm guilty of the same thing, doing on camera with my low budget stuff. I tried to do stunts. We tried to do stuff where people where they fight or whatever. It rarely looks good. You have to do stuff you can actually get away with. What you can get away with is walking up to somebody, putting a gun on the back of their head and threatening them. That looks real because, you know, you don't have to do anything super physical to make that happen. When you actually hit somebody, you know, what you need is you either need a really good stunt coordinator who can make that look good, and you probably need a rubber gun that looks like a real gun, but it's made of rubber, and you actually kind of hit the actor lightly. You, like, hit them hard enough that you're not going to hurt them, but that it looks real. So.
Stop worrying. You know the masters? They're legends. They've been doing this for over 100 years.
Okay, see, you maybe could have gotten away with that kind of exchange in a mob movie, you know, because mob guys, you can get away with a lot, but in a movie where it's supposed to be the masters and they've been doing this for 100 years, you really need a delivery like, you know, a cult member delivery, like, they've been doing this for 100 years, 100 years kind of thing, you know? Something a little more intense.
Killing the girls. What? Stop it. Listen, let's just a joke. No.
There's also like 9 million actors in this thing. Like, everybody even remotely connected to this film is like in it.
No. This is a joke.
The order coming soon.
That was that's a terrible final shot too. It would have been much better if you had just done sort of like a slate, you know, with a logo. Would have been very nice with the credits. You know, those are things you could do at almost any level. You know, you just do a slate. Slates, you know, they're fine. Big movies do slates. It's just the logo of the movie with the title and the credits. You know, people moving around, like, this doesn't look that great. I mean, I get it. It doesn't look, it's not the worst thing I ever seen, but it just looks like a bunch of guys acting. It doesn't look like there's an actual cult here. If there's a cult, they should all be wearing like a medallion and hoods and something. There's no design here. They're just shooting at locations. You know, you need a bit of design. You need to blot out things in the background. Look at the busy background here. You got plants and a deck, and you got a neon sign in the lower left-hand corner, maybe blocked by my head. That's the sign of where they shot this thing. It's not going to work. You need, when you see a real movie and it's a cult, they make up signs and they put, you know, a sign of the cult. You know, maybe it's a logo and it'll be just a striking symbol of some kind, and they'll just put it everywhere. And that's all you'll see. And it'll all be color coordinated, so nothing from the background will distract the shot. And I get it. You don't have a budget, but you got to try. You got to try is what I'm saying. You can't just shoot a movie anywhere unless it's that kind of movie. And if you're doing something called The Order, see, I thought it was like a mafia order, like a hit. Well, I guess it's an order like an order like the cult. So if it's going to be a cult, it should look cult-like. I mean, there should be an ominous building. There should be ominous. If you can't do a building, you got to do ominous clothes. You know, something. You got to have everybody. So everybody should look in a cult. Everybody should be the same, even if it's like just cheap clothes that the set designer or the costume designer buys. So, you know, I hate to bash a low budget thing. I'm not trying to bash it, but it is what it is. So I wish you well with it. I hope it works out. But yeah, I'm not gonna be looking for this. Sorry.